is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 2XTheGrind. It is lovely to see all of your wonderful faces.
Welcome back.
I wish I could actually see them, but it's lovely to have you guys.
I feel like we can see them.
I feel like so do I, but I can't, but I kind of can. Like, I have that vibe.
Yeah.
Our community gives us the vibe that like, you are in front of us right now.
I am amazed at how many comments we get. I say this every video,
I love it.
But I appreciate you. You're commenting, liking the video, sharing it, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. We're trying to be a little more active, I gotta say. We're going to be, but nonetheless, I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah,
because I'm amazed.
We love it. Yeah, I do try. I try and comment.
Oh, you do a great job on it.
I
gotta be a little bit better.
I do try. I try and like it. I read everything though.
Yeah.
Love to see it. But I hope you guys have been well. How have you been? What have you been up to this week? Hope you guys have had a fantastic one. We are bringing the full vibes to the table right now because obviously it is September, right at the start as well, and I gotta say, I did tweet about this the other day, but pumpkin spice is back.
That's right.
So happy. Just in general, you're seeing candles coming out, you're seeing the lattes coming out. And I do have to say that one of my favorite coffees in the world is a pumpkin spiced cold brew by Starbucks. It's my favorite.
The foam.
It's the foam, it's the cold brew, the whole thing. And that is exactly what we're starting our week off with, isn't it? So cheers to that.
Cheers.
It's pretty spectacular. It's one of my favorites. I know that's so basic, but I've got to say, I love the cold brew with the pumpkin spice foam.
We drink so much coffee in this household, obviously.
No, he spills it everywhere.
We drink so much coffee in this household, obviously. And I got to say, you know, people, you can make what you want with the Starbucks stuff and everything. I like Starbucks, but specifically this coffee is one of always one of my favorites, and a lot of it has to do with the foam. Like it just tastes really good, but nonetheless, it's not so much for me. It's not as much about the coffee. I'd say it's just like overall, it's just like a delicious.
Starbucks has a bit of a finesse when it comes to like the add-on stuff, don't they? It's really, really good quality stuff. But I wouldn't say their coffee is like amazing coffee.
I will get there.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah. The finesse.
The finesse.
You have finesse, babe. It's okay. You have finesse.
Not when it comes to coffee.
I think you do. You're getting there.
I have not done something like this. Together. I'll tell you what, and that's when I know I've reached peak performance.
Well, we're learning. Maybe we need to try and make our own pumpkin spice.
That would be fun. We should try it.
But I tell you what, people, a lot has been going on. That was an ode to Insight there on Champs, where he pushed his glasses. Keeps pushing when he's stressed out. He pushes his glasses, and he was getting so stressed out at one point. He was pushing his glasses like into his skull. Anyway.
I couldn't play with glasses. I tried to do it.
I am very stressed out because Rostermania has been in full form to the point where it's like the switch ups we're seeing it's wild. Some of the stuff that's been going on.
I think they're going to be coming to a close here pretty soon.
Yeah,
because apparently there is a this isn't like confirmed by any means, and you know, take it however you want from everyone. But like Royal 2 and Jay rock on the they go on the COD Reddit. And like, you know, follow like the flank and like all kinds of stuff, like, you know, to get all the juicy intel. And apparently they only have the player roster move period because of like contracts and stuff. Yeah. They only have I want to say another week, maybe 2. Right. And like every team will be like solidified basically.
Yeah, no, that's true. There's like a deadline. Well, I'll tell you what, some of the moves have been absolutely wild.
Crazy.
You know, we've had a retirement of an absolute legend as well, which I think we should probably touch on that first.
I don't think he's done.
Okay, well, you can think what you want, but I'm just going to say, like, that is what's happening right now.
But do you call it a retirement if you... Well, you know...
He said he's retiring.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess he called it a retirement, so...
He's called it a retirement.
Did you see the tweet, the scump that he put out?
To Scump? No, I don't think so.
He put out... So basically, we're talking about Formal, obviously, in case you guys didn't know. The OG Optic Gaming, and he's kind of an OG nowadays. Legend himself decided to retire. First off, credit to him. Amazing career. I mean, accomplished pretty much all that you can accomplish for the most part in terms of video game winning, you know, everything, right? So love the guy. You know, wish him the best, whatever's next. He's going to be a big streamer. Because people forget, before Warzone came out, he had 20K subs on Twitch. And then he basically stopped streaming a shit ton because the MW season started with the franchise league and all that stuff. So I think he felt the pressure to play. But anyway, he put out a tweet to Scump that said, it was Scump posted a video of Vanguard, you know, next Call of Duty.
Yep.
And he posted like, picked a good year to skip. Dun dun dun.
Wait, I'm confused.
Formal.
Right.
Scump posted a video, and it was like a clip of him getting a kill or dying, I don't know, on Vanguard.
Yeah.
And Formal replied to it and said, picked a good year to skip. So. Moves glasses.
He's already
put glasses.
He's already thinking about the comeback.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for him, he's gonna probably take a year off stream because you know you gotta remember he didn't necessarily love World War II the last time it was around.
Dub twos.
So you know, and then also we have other stuff to talk about, but I also am curious if like this roster mania might have impacted what potentially he decided on.
Yeah.
But anyway, what are we talking about today? Let's talk about other stuff before we get to all that.
I was about to say, before you started talking,
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was about to say, why don't we talk about Formal first?
Oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about, okay.
Obviously,
well,
but you have made a very great kind of intro into that, and I think, you know, you're spot on with what you're saying. I mean, there is like, obviously, you okay there with your eyes?
I was about to make I'm sorry, I just realized how loud that might have been. I was just like chomping.
His eyes chomping on his eyes.
I chew the ice.
I know. I can hear.
I almost died one time.
What?
Shout out A-Train and everyone from my stream if you remember that.
Shout out A-Train. I almost died. Shout out A-Train.
Almost
that does
choked
not
on
sound
ice
good.
because we talk about it once in a while on my stream. I almost choked on ice. I'm not joking. And then it raised a really good question of what if you were choking on ice.
Yeah.
What would happen?
You'd be fine.
Like, could you drown?
No. No, it'll melt and you'll be able to breathe again.
We don't know. How long are you drowning for? That's the question.
I
thought I was going to die. This is like a year ago, but I thought I was going to die. I'm not joking. I had a giant ice cube. Yes, I had a giant ice cube. I took a sip of, I think it might have been water. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I like, you know, I drink the ice or I'll like chew on it. Mm-hmm. And it just went straight down and it got like stuck. And
what, you can breathe?
No, like I literally couldn't breathe. I'm not joking. I was turning my stream on and this happened. And then I was like choking.
And what happened?
I was literally, I got it. I had to like cough, I coughed and like a couple times. Yeah.
I mean,
so then it raised the question.
Of all things to choke on, ice is probably the best thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it'll melt.
I agree.
So you have at least a bit of a chance.
But I guess it's like a timer at that point. It's like how long can you?
If that was me, the second I started choking the ice, I'd run upstairs, hot water on, start glugging.
You don't think like that. That's impossible.
No, I would.
Not
that was my first initial thought. Was
okay,
boiling
but like
a
when
kettle.
it's actually happening to you, boiling kettle. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. I need you guys in the comment section. Help me out here. If you're in like fight or flight mode, you don't always necessarily think of the logical thing to do.
Yeah.
Because like thinking of that, it's like, oh yeah, just go drink some hot water or something.
Sure.
But when you're literally choking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I would probably. Choking. Oh, better go run the hot tap.
Yeah, you guys see how ridiculous that sounds? That that's what you would think.
But if it's ice, did it feel
I
really cold?
My life. What do you think ice? What do you think ice feels like? I saw my life flash before my eyes, and I don't appreciate how easy you think this situation was.
I'm not saying it was easy. I'm just saying.
I'm traumatized.
There's a way to figure it out. Sherlock would have.
Okay. Anyway, can I make a prediction about Formal?
Yes.
Back to the actual topic.
I don't know how we got there, but yeah.
It's okay. Because we were talking about it and then I chewed on ice. That's literally how it happened.
I know.
So I have a prediction about Formal.
Yeah.
So I don't know like whether or not he'll actually be permanently done or not, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that tweet kind of said it might be a little bit more open. You know, like he might be open to coming back. But based on what I read him say, I'm going to make this prediction. If streaming takes off for him, like he goes back to like 20K subs on Twitch, he ain't coming back. He's done. Like permanently.
Unless things quieten down after a couple of years?
No, it's not. No. He won't come back after a couple of years. He'll either be back next year or he'll be done.
Depending
but I think that like if
it'll be Treyarch next year.
Yeah, I think if he's like streaming and he's like not loving it, he might just be done. I don't know. I really don't know.
I agree.
But you know what I mean? Like if his stream, people are like, people are basically leaning towards they think he's gonna plan on coming back next year.
Yeah.
But I think that with if his stream takes off, which it really can, obviously, I think he's permanent.
Well, I just want to say, if he doesn't come back and this is completely it and the retirement is totally in the books and it is done and dusted, I just want to say congratulations on an extremely successful, legendary career.
Absolutely.
He's an absolute vet. He's a pro. He's brilliant. So an incredible player with an amazing legacy.
10 years?
Yeah, very, very long
10
time.
years pro?
You know Matty Piper?
Yeah.
You know, any kind of farewell words in case this is the last time?
Just wish him the best. I messaged him. He hasn't gotten back to me yet, but you know, I'm sure how many messages he's probably getting. Just wish him the best. You know, I think that when you're done competing, you know, I think he's doing the right thing. You try to find what's next for you, and I think that for most pro players, it's a pretty daunting task because with competing, so much of your life is revolved around one thing. So you know, with that thing being gone, Jesus, what the hell? Did you hear that? No, but with that thing being
farewell.
So with that thing being gone, I wish him the best, and I hope he finds whatever makes him happy. I hope he finds. That's
perfect.
It. And and like I said it earlier, he had a great career, and all the credit to him.
Yeah, the whole time you were talking, I was thinking in my head, I should clip this and put this on Twitter, on the 2XTheGrind Twitter, to wish him farewell.
I don't know. Was that me or you?
It was you.
Normally you do that.
I know, but not very often, and not as loud. That was epic.
That was mid talk.
I think Matt would like that though.
That was mid conversation.
It was mid.
You know what that was?
Yeah.
My heart breaking a little bit.
Oh,
that's what it was. It was a cracking sound. I don't know what it actually sounded like.
Well, absolute legend. We wish you all the best, Formal. We're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you on our screens.
Might come back to Infinite. You never know.
Infinite has a room. They have room.
No, I don't think he would.
Because
I don't think he would. And here's
that would be epic.
Here's another prediction for you.
Yeah.
Okay. This is just a prediction show at this point.
Prediction show.
If we got to go into it. But if he's staying on OG as a content creator, he ain't coming back. He ain't going to Halo.
Why would he not stay on OG?
Well, because always stuff on OG. He's getting a little. I don't know how it's gonna go. Right?
We'll save that one to the end part.
Yeah, but you know, because people are saying like maybe he'll come back to Halo, and I was like, yeah, he could. But then like Road 2 and I were talking about it. It was like, you know, he's been competing so long. Like, if you're taking the year off, like, I don't think you're going to want to go compete in another something
Imagine
different.
He just loves the game.
Yeah.
Then fair
okay.
enough.
So two things then. If he loves Halo Infinite, maybe he competes in it. And then two, if he's staying on OG, unless they give him a Halo team, you never know.
Yeah.
Then he'd stay. Because I don't think, for his sake, if I was him, I would just stay on OG. Like, I wouldn't, what I mean?
So would I. I mean, yeah. Moving on, though, let's talk about some of the roster changes. Obviously, we've had a change in the CDL.
You want to go on the list?
Yeah. Obviously, CDL has, lost somebody, which is Formal. He's gone. That obviously makes
room. You scared me for a second. I thought someone passed away. I got so confused. Sorry.
Makes room, obviously, for somebody else to fill in the squad, but things have been changing. Now, let's talk about Seattle Surge for a second. They have done a full squad wipe. Goodbye, see you never, and they're starting afresh. I am very interested in who they're going to be picking up. Obviously, it's a redemption year for them. They need to try and have something pick up because first 2 years have not gone very well at all. Pretty damn terribly. They've also got rid of their coach as well, so it's going to be a total refresh for them, and I'm very interested to see who they're going to pick up.
I'm excited for them.
So am I think it's going to be awesome when you squad wipe like that and you've got nothing to lose because you have everything to gain, quite literally. It's going to be very interesting to see who they're going to be picking up. Another squad wipe that's happened, Paris as well.
Saw that coming, but yeah.
Total squad wipe there. So there is definitely now players. You've seen that there's a couple of players who are kind of like free agents. We've got Envoy on the route as well, who potentially could be picked up. He is the route man. It depends on which route he's going to be taking, which jersey he's going to be having on. Gorillas have also had a squad wipe. So we have the likes of Apathy and people and Chino who are potentially great game changers to things. App would be a great leader with some young talent as well if you picked up some young talent.
He had some good moments.
He did have some good moments, but you need a good team. Chino is fantastic. I want to see Chino on a team so bad.
Yeah, Chino has been off the roster now because they picked up Mental for him. Can I just say this real quick? And I mentioned this in like 10 episodes ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want Chino.
Oh no, I hope he does, especially with how well he did in Cold War. I don't think there's any reason. I said this like 10 episodes ago. And I think I can kind of say the same thing. People from some of these teams, like Surge and Paris and who's the team you just said? LAG. You know, the guys will post and say, unrestricted free agent, you know, hit my line kind of thing. You know, I'm really excited to see my opportunities, whatever. I absolutely, it blows my mind when people still, like, to this day, people still are probably like, what? No way. What? Why would they do that? No way. Like, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, some people can be like,
no,
you know.
just, we need to start just wishing people the best and not, like, not be fake. Like, just let's not be fake. Like, that's literally
this is going back to like one of our OG
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't be fake about it. Like, you can understand, like, LAG, right? Or not even LAG. Let's say Seattle, right? Seattle, they had all the potential. Both seasons, they basically had all the potential, right? Especially their first year. When they release people and stuff because it's not going well, you don't need to be like shocked because the evidence is there as to what's happened. So it's just like, you know, don't sugarcoat it and just wish people well, you know? And I think, I don't know, I know it's random, but with this, I've seen the same thing kind of pop up and it like, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm like triggered by it, but I'm just like, I don't know why people do that.
No, I totally understand. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in like an awful way. Like, no, I don't think it's the worst thing you can do. But
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. What's interesting as well is New York, their coach, Revan, he's actually he's also a free agent, unrestricted. But I think New York could be a little bit nuts to lose Revan. I think he's been pretty good as a coach.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
But also I would say that I think either Paris, Legion, or Gorillas, or even Serge would be very lucky to pick him up as a coach. That would be doing them a justice for sure.
I was wondering that because like he's done pretty good. Like last year, between the 2 years, he's done pretty well.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's a chance he ends back on New York.
Yeah, no,
he can. I guess it's probably helping, just contract negotiations.
Like, probably helping his contract, to be honest. But even so, like if he gets like a really high kind of offer from one of the teams, I think he's a great pickup, regardless of staying in New York or going somewhere else. I think that's like a great pickup there, coach wise. Now this is an interesting one. Obviously, Optic. Dallas, the merger. We have to talk about it because I want to talk about some of the people who are now kind of roaming around free, which is Envoy and Crim6. Now Envoy, I'm pretty sure, is unrestricted. He can literally do whatever he wants. Crim is restricted, so obviously he needs to be bought out. And so is Vivid as well. Same thing.
They're both restricted.
Yes, they're both restricted. I have something in my eye.
You okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Good.
It's okay. So that's going to be interesting. They need to be bought out. I think it's a really good thing for Crim in terms of starting afresh there, but I think it's a pretty poor thing in terms of like the team. So let's say Optic and Dallas do merge together. Yeah. I think Crim is going to be pretty golden wherever he does go. I don't know. I know, but what I'm saying is like for him wise, like. He's going to get a good offer no matter where he goes. Yeah. He has such experience and such leadership. Yeah. He'll be on a top team. Yeah. Like, he's going to be okay. What I think is a shame is the fact that if Optic and Dallas do merge together, like the rumors are saying, potentially with this merger, because Dallas and Optic have been merged once before, a long, long, long time ago. Back in Black Ops 1, I think.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Not Dallas and Optic, but Hastro and Hex.
No.
Yes, they have.
Really?
Yeah.
You know something I don't. Are you talking about what they worked on together?
I can't remember the name of it.
It's okay.
It begins with an E.
Eon?
Yes.
Yeah, but they weren't. That was them like working. I don't.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They were together. Yes.
Oh, okay. I got you. So it's kind of like this. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Okay, I got you. No, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, like it's not like totally out of the realm of like potential, because obviously that's been done before, and I mean, you kind of saw it happen previously. Like, I mean, obviously Huntsman transferred back into Optic, and obviously that is a different situation, but obviously changes, like very large changes like that, large scale changes to the franchise are not kind of, I would say, too far-fetched. I do think it's a shame that they haven't brought on Krim to that, if that is actually happening, because Krim brings a huge pile of dubs to the table in terms of what he can give to a team. That being said, there is a rumored team for this potential merge. Like,
these are just rumors.
This is rumor on rumor here. So it's
just
the
rumors.
rumor of the merge, then the rumor of the team that would be occurring or happening from the merge, and that team is Scump, Shotzi, Illy, and Dashi. Now, I'm really confused about a couple of things here. Like, I do understand, like, Shotzi and Scump would be great, especially if Scump plays the way that he played for the last couple of weeks of the season. It was absolutely amazing. Major 5 to champs. Frying. Like, doing everything.
Agreed.
Doing absolutely everything
Shotzi
he could. Love that. Shotzi's incredible.
Yeah.
Illy and Dashi as a pair makes sense to me. I'm like, okay, I get why those two together, like, they're really good friends. They've played with each other for a long time, blah, blah, blah. I just don't understand, like, that rumored team, like, the build of that. Like, I think they're two great pairs, but they're not a great team. Like, I don't see why Dashi... it's really hard because I don't want to be difficult. Like, I hate you, Dashi, because I don't at all. I think he's amazing. He's an incredible gunny. I think he's super good, but we already have incredible gunnies on that roster. For me it's more like why don't you bring leadership to the table, because none of them are really a leader. Scump is probably the closest you're going to get to the leader, and I don't think Scump really wants to have that role. I think Krim would have brought that incredible kind of on the logistics side of it. He would have really brought that role to life in that team, and I think it would have been so much better.
I don't disagree, and I think that's like a common comment on the team right now is like, when things are getting tough, I don't necessarily know. They got all the talent in the world, don't get me wrong. You got 4 individually talented people, but they're very talented, don't get me wrong. What do you think of Illy though? I think he's really good. It's just a matter of, like, I need Illy or Scump to step up big time, basically, is what this is going to come down to. Because basically, like, all right, let's break it down slightly, right? Dallas was a very structured team, right? You can probably credit their structure to Rambo being a coach, Krim being a crazy leader, and I say crazy both for the good and the bad. And then, whether or not, like, I don't know, did Illy play a part in that? I don't know. But then it's like you go to OG, and what did we say the entire season with OG was like lacking discipline. Yeah. And like they couldn't figure it out. So I think it's tough. Like I see them win. If this team happens, I think just off of raw skill, I could see them winning a major, like 100%. But will they be the best team in the game? Like, FaZe have the talent, the work ethic, the discipline, the leadership. They have, like, it's across the board, right? But with this team, I just see a lot of individual skill, and they could figure it out. They could figure it out amongst each other. But I'd say the same thing, because like communication wise, I don't think Shotzi's not a vocal leader, obviously. Illy is kind of a question mark to me, and then I wouldn't say Scump or Dashi are vocal leaders. No. But I will say with Scump, I could see this being like final form. Like he's been doing this a really long time. To where, like, look, you got this team now, like someone's got to do it. And I could see maybe he takes it on his shoulders, which I hope he does, because I think I just think with that rumored team, I really don't want to see this being an Optic 2.0. And I don't mean any disrespect when I say that, and the only reason I say that is because the Optic that we've seen this year was 4 individually great players who just really couldn't get it together as a team. And just wait 1 second, I know you want to jump in. Okay. But I would say, like, I think you can't just have 4 individually good players, and I think that this team kind of screams that to me. There's no real structure to it, and I think to a certain extent, Dallas Empire this year were almost too structured, almost, if that makes any sense at all, to a certain degree. I think with the leadership of, like, Rambo Ray, but then also the fact that Krim is also a very strong vocalist when it comes to being on the team. I think that could have been a little bit too structured for this team, where there wasn't too much kind of, I would guess, like, fire and, like, just kind of, I don't know, just going off. I feel like FaZe have that. Every time I've seen Crowder kind of coach the boys, it's like, you know what you need to do here.
just do it. Go off and do it. Like, I'll let you know when we need to tighten something up, but for the most part, go do what feels right. Go do what's your instinct here. Like, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's very instinctual, but also slightly structured. And I think Dallas Empire was too structured. I think this merger rumored squad might be completely unstructured to the point where it's like they don't know what they're doing. Yeah. But I don't know.
No, I think first off, I was just taking a breath. I guess it sounded like I was going to say something. I mean, whoa, Jesus. I'm only joking. It's because I've cut you off a couple times. I get it. It's my fault. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm geared up. I got pumpkin.
Sorry, I let you.
In the veins.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I told you I have pumpkin flowing through the veins right now. No, I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. And unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately. I think this team, if the they merge rosters, like if the rumors are true, I think they'll be a top 3 team, top 4 team, basically no matter what. And then it's just a matter of how good actually are they. And that's why I said I think that they'll actually win a major. Like Optic last season, weren't winning a major and we knew it. They couldn't beat a top team basically the entire time, consistently, I should say. But with this team, I could just see off of pure individual skill, they could do it. They could 100% win one, which maybe that's what they need in order to get the ball rolling. Unfortunately for Krim, it's weird because like I do agree with you, but I also just don't think Krim was ever going to stay on the team. Like Illy and Shotzi become like a duo, and then Scump is Scump. Like also no discredit to that because he was the best player on their team. And then Dashi is like the golden child. Like people think Dashi is like the chosen one, and he just hasn't really had it click yet. He's had moments where it clicks, go to the first event of Black Ops 4 and it's insane and you're like, whoa, this guy's the best. And then he had his problems throughout the year. I don't want to talk about that because hopefully he's got that figured out. But then like this past year he had moments of brilliance, and then other stages were like, whoa, like how is Dashi the worst one on this team? That doesn't make sense. So I think that for him, and he's already said like he doesn't want to leave OG because I think he enjoys the content and like the green wall, like what vibe. Comes. It's his vibe. It's really it's like it's a good fit.
I
think
it's
him.
Brought out a lot out of him, like in a good way as well. Agreed.
So with him, I think we'll see what happens with the team. But that's why I said like I just don't think Krim was ever going to be on the roster.
I want to ask you, what do you think of this squad? New York subliners, Clay, Krim, Hydra, and Asim.
So there's actually a rumor.
I heard a rumor.
Asim's gone. Hydra, Envoy.
Oh,
Krim,
Clay. No, I have heard that as well. Okay.
I don't know whether it's true or not. So that's why I say, guys, don't.
I love Asim.
He'll find a spot. That's okay. So. He'll find a spot.
He's really good.
I've also heard Neptune in place of
Hydra.
Yeah, potentially, or maybe in place of Envoy, potentially.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Oh no, I have heard that. I've heard Envoy. I've heard either Envoy or Hydra.
Yeah, I've heard. Listen,
what do you think about Krim and Clay though? I think that'd be cool.
I mean, like I think it's.
Or is that just too much headbanging?
No. They've already proven that they can do it. They won a LAN event in MW. They went on to win. What's the championship called? Like COD Champs. Yeah, sorry, couldn't think of that. I was thinking called World Champ, I don't know.
Champs, yeah.
So like they've already proven that they can win together. By the way, they did it back in Black Ops 2. They did it in Ghost.
They've done it when the league first franchised.
Yeah, exactly. So the question then just becomes like how many. The next question is with them. How many years can we kind of keep it? If they start teaming again, let's be honest, they're both older and getting to that.
I gotta say, I see that being a top team.
Yeah,
like
I do really too. I do too.
I think that structure wise is great. Like, I see that being like,
well, it's like the new. It's like it's the new Dallas Empire, isn't it? It's like they're structurally they've just got it like pretty.
I wouldn't say it's like the new Dallas Empire. I mean, obviously it's hard to not refer to it just because of Krim and Clay being back as well. But I just think like you have two incredible leadership
just in terms of play style.
In form of your ARs, and then you also have like some really young gun, talented potential SMG players, which is like great.
So the reason why I say that is because of the new Dallas Empire, because Clay, Krim, and then you're cracked out SMGs.
No, of course,
it's literally Clay, Krim, Hugh, Shotzi, Illy, right?
Yep.
Like the cracked young guys playing. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same like structure of a team. But obviously, when you got 2/4 of them, obviously that pretty much fits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that could be a top team, 100%.
What do you?
Because Krim was really good at World War II as well when he was on OG. Like he actually said that he thinks it was one of his best games, but they obviously OG just wasn't good at the time period.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see what will happen.
Let's just get it straight. New York subliners: Clay, Krim, either Envoy or Hydra, and who have I missed? Neptune. Oh, okay.
You got to flip.
Those
it's
three.
Just, you don't know. There's no point in discussing it too far.
Okay, I have a question. Who would you want if you had to build a team right now? That New York subliners team. Let's say Clay and Krim are 100% in. Let's just say it, like hypothetically. Who would you want your 2 SMGs to be out of Hydra, Envoy, and who else am I missing? Neptune.
That's tough. I mean, like, because I don't know. I would take Neptune no matter what. Because Travis at the moment isn't like a leader. He's just an insanely skilled player. At least from like when I played with him, I wouldn't say he's a good like vocal teammate, but he's not like a Krim or whatever.
Yeah. But you don't really want them to be.
No, exactly.
You've got 2 leaders
but like Envoy was that for Optic, so that's why I'm trying to think like I would take Neptune no matter what.
Envoy was that for Optic because he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like I think I'd probably take Envoy. I mean I don't know because like we know you know Jay obviously.
Yeah.
He swears that Hydra is one of the best players he's seen, and like he loves Hydra. So I don't know, because I think Hydra's really good, but I wouldn't say I'm like as sold as like some other people. But only because it's been very up and down with him to begin with. I'm
pretty sure Nameless said that he thinks Hydra is like a definite like SMG for that team. Yeah. And then it'd be between Neptune and Envoy, and he said he prefers Envoy to be in there.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Neptune's really good.
Yeah, he is.
Like
really
Neptune's
good.
like.
I mean, he's incredible. Like he's incredible. You got to be cracked out of your mind to like not think that he's incredible because he is. Yeah,
but like Envoy's really good too. So I don't know. It's tough. I honestly think they're very equal in skill, but it's like a matter of like how old's Envoy? Do you know?
24.
Yeah, he's young. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know who I'd pick. That comes down to Clay and Krim being like, who can we turn into?
Like Neptune's definitely younger by a like.
No, yeah, I know, but like it's okay if Envoy's a little bit older. Like I feel like I'd take Neptune just because he's like. Neptune just reminds me of like Shotzi.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like for Clay and Krim, maybe it's like a little bit of like deja vu. Like we teamed with this young kid coming in before.
Yeah.
And this time he's already has a year under his belt. Like, Yeah. And he proved he's one of the top. I would 100% say he's one of the top SMGs.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though Florida had a rough year, I really would have said that.
I agree. So. Another person, free agent, unrestricted as well, is 100 Thieves, TJ Haley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's he going to go? I think he'll be on one of the newly formed teams, either Paris Legion, Gorillas,
I'd say.
Surge.
I think
London as well. But I don't
has
think
London made changes or no?
London, a majority have been dropped.
Okay.
So
Shawnee's
apparently
gone. It happened before.
I think they're going to try and bring Trey back, which would be great. We love Trey, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I felt so bad for him. I mean, that's such a rough because of the visa stuff.
I know, but
he had to sit out the whole
Redemption.
year.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think with TJ Haley, I think he's got to go to, I assume, one of the other teams, like, Paris, Surge, London, something like that, like you just said. I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably his last year. Yeah. If he has if he has a bad year this year, or maybe 2 years.
I mean, there's been a lot of people who've had like a couple years where they haven't been able to get on there. You got to remember that. And then it's like if they're cracked out of their mind on a new game that comes out, like COD is so fluid in terms of like the games.
But that's why I'm saying that it's just if he has if he continues to have another bad year.
Yeah.
Like I think he's a lock. Like I think he's 100% gonna get on a team.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if he has a bad year or maybe a year or 2 years, right? Yeah. Then I could see, unfortunately, how it kind of unfolds. I don't know. I don't know. But London, like for example, like Apathy. I don't know if Apathy is going to get on a team. But
he should get on a team.
I don't know because there's so many Challenger players coming through.
I also think Challenger players need to be given a chance as well. I agree.
And I want to say this. I hope Apathy gets a spot. But that's what I'm saying. But when you've had 2 really bad years, not necessarily your individual fault, like your team.
Well. You got to remember. If the merger happens, hello, one
spot.
team, there is a team spot.
Yeah. So there's a lot of spots open.
There is.
So maybe
there is a lot. You'll remember, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. I can't do math.
It's okay. No,
4
it's
times
okay.
4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then an extra team. So another, 4 times. Yeah. It's a lot of spots
so
are available.
there's a lot of spots, but this is my point with like TJ.
I'm not going to tell you.
This is my point with TJ, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. What, for one extra team?
Yeah.
20 players, is that what you're saying?
4 times 4.
16.
And then another 4. Correct. Well done.
No, that's not. I'm confused. Forget that point.
Yeah, because there's 4 teams here, but there's also a spot for another extra team if the merger happens.
Yeah, so 20. Okay.
Yeah.
20 so
players.
This is what I was saying about like TJ, is because he wasn't even starting. You know what I mean? So that's why I say like I think he's on lock to get on its spot. But like for a lot of people, like does Assault get on the team? Or would you go with a challenger player? So that's what
that's the decisions they have to make. And like I'm not trying to say like I just think that you got to make the right decisions if you're these teams. Like I feel like your potential Optic / Dallas team. I'd even say Thieves, New York. I really do feel like those teams have the pick of the litter. Like they have the most respect in the league at the moment based on the placings, based on the way that they've done all season long. Yeah. Then you have like your Gorillas, Surge, London, Paris. They're playing for redemption here. They're playing to try and give themselves the best chance possible this year. So they have decisions to make out of the pot of players who haven't made a huge mark in the first 2 seasons of the franchising. They have to pick well. Like, yes, we have an incredible array of talented players. Like, don't get me wrong. And especially put in the right hands on the right teams can be really, really good and very dangerous. But right now, these teams have to really put their heads together and figure out what that combination is. And that combination could be an apathy with 2 challengers players and then I don't know, say TJ Haley or whatever it is. Like it could be like a combination of players who we've already had before but up and comers. We've seen what Stanley can do, what Insight can do. Heck, Diamond Con coming on the team, the stuff that he managed to do coming onto a broken team was absolutely incredible. We saw what Decimate could do in S&D coming on as a literal like pickup player coming into a LAN. I mean, there's so much that you can talk about in terms of challenges and what they can bring. But if you can get that combination right at the start, you're giving yourself a fresh start. We've seen what happens when you bring on rookies. We've had kind of a rookie season. And, if you get that right from the beginning this year, next year, next coming season, I think the potential to expand on it to... to grow as a team right from the beginning is huge. Like I love seeing the roster changes throughout the season. Don't get me wrong. I hate seeing the kind of like squad wiping that was almost happening on the side of like LAG and other teams who were really like completely revamping their team midway through the season. I want to see teams get it right from the start, but then kind of work on it. And if they need to make a change here and there, they can.
Yeah, I just want to say this too. I wasn't like trying to like roast. I know it sounded bad. Like I wasn't trying to roast TJ Haley. I was just, the reason why I say that is because like basically he was on Optic at the end of Black Ops 4 and stuff started going slightly bad for him there, and then Optic. Optic in quotations in MW doesn't have a great year, and then now this year getting benched, like that's like you're on a bad path, but it's not necessarily like his fault individually. It's a team thing, and like sometimes teams work, teams don't work, and you get dealt and the worst situation possible. But hopefully
affects your stock as well.
Exactly. So hopefully for his sake is what I'm saying is like I hope for his sake he can get on a starting spot and then just thrive, because the concern is for I'd say bigger name players like him. Like I'd say he's a decently big name in Call of Duty. If you go from being a starter to getting thrown on the bench and then you start and you get benched again, I just feel like there's not much coming back from that, which is what my point was, of why I think like this has to be his like
I think
his revive year,
Well, I think that being said, I totally understand where you're going with that. But I think that being said, another thing that we've discussed before, I don't know if we discussed it here. We might have actually, but I've certainly said it to you. I remember saying it to you. In terms of stock of a player and stuff, I totally get what you're saying. But I got to say that I don't think if he doesn't get it right this year or he doesn't get on a team this year, then that's it for him. Because I feel like the people who are making these decisions, the people who are in the league, the people who are paid to get it right, like they should be understanding of the fact that like just one bad season with a bad team or a team that didn't work quite right for that player doesn't necessarily mean that that player is going to be terrible for the rest of their career. You know, it could be a game that just didn't sit right with them. They didn't like it. They weren't happy. Something happened personally. You just don't know. So I think like, I think in terms of that, like, I think you can't really count out a player until they're literally like, look, I can't move my hands anymore.
Yeah, but I think I don't disagree with you. Like I see where you're coming from.
He's a young guy.
I don't disagree with you. I see where you're coming from. But I think in a league that is, you know, let's be honest, it's you know, play great, or there's someone else who will play great.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think that revive can happen. Like, you know, maybe he keeps going, but it's as simple as this, right? At least from my perspective. Look at Methods.
No, I agree.
The guy got dropped.
I know.
Or got benched. He's playing the best on the team.
No, I understand
and then
that.
He hasn't made it on a roster.
I get
the
it.
entire time.
I trust me. I totally get
when
that.
I look at someone like TJ, if he gets on a starting spot, it's gonna, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying, and I do agree, because it's not like these guys don't have the talent to keep playing at a high level, but unfortunately, it's your stock. It's how highly people think of you, and
I
if you're,
that.
that's
I totally
that's
get
all.
that, and I think, you know, obviously TJ was doing something right in terms of like his stock for getting on LA Thieves and coming back again onto the team again, like getting subbed back in, etc., etc. The journey he had, but I think also importantly to note that with, you know, with TJ and a lot of other players that are coming in as subs and stuff, like for example, okay, let's say he is like, yeah, this game, it's not good. It's not good for me. I didn't get on a team, whatever. Let's say next season Treyarch brings out an incredible Black Ops game, and
he could come back.
He could be, look, it could get dropped. The game, boom, out it goes, beta, whatever you want to say. He's playing it and he's cracked out of his mind.
I agree.
The people who are in that circle, the people who he's playing with, the people he's playing eights with, etc., they are noticing that, and they're like, let's get TJ on our team. He's out of his mind.
Yeah.
Like, you
I
know,
like how we
you know
come
what
up
I'm
with
saying?
this hypothetical situation.
I know, we always do, because
but I agree.
At this point in the season, we don't have any hard facts to go by, but it's fun to like speculate and talk about it. I want to know. I don't know.
Is he still on LA, or is he dropped? Is he a free agent?
Currently he's still in LA. Currently, yeah. So no idea. Could be a sub. Could be on the main. I don't know.
Hugh, Kenny, Octane.
Slasher's still there.
Slasher. Hugh, Kenny, Octane.
I mean, that's 2 ARs and 2 SMGs.
Yeah, it could work. Something like that. Because I feel like Octane. I think Octane's gonna go to LA Thieves personally. Him and Kenny just seem like they have a friendship there. Because you know they've won event. I don't know.
Where's Gunless gonna go? Because Gunless is really talented. I think he just needs to be in the right hands.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Gunless is in a really tough spot. Gunless went from Huntsman to Florida. Wait, did he go to Florida? No, he got benched. Sorry, he was on Huntsman, got benched, and then ended up on Surge. Kind of same boat. You know what I mean? Like a guy who for 2 years is kind of.
Where's Pristini gonna go? Oh my god!
Where was he on MW? Gunless.
Sorry?
Where was Gunless? Oh, duh. He was on Huntsman. What am I saying? Anyway.
I was like, huh?
I know. I literally blew my own mind.
No, it's okay. I was like confused. I was like, hold on, when?
So many names. You said Pristini, and I was like, wait, where is Pristini?
No, sorry, my bad. My bad. Do you know actually what I'd like to see out of London?
Hmm.
This might be really like controversial. I'd really like to see the twins back. Like, I'd like to see Wuskin and Scraps.
Yeah, I didn't really get the change to begin with.
Like,
personally.
I think they would be really good together. Like,
I didn't really get the change to begin with. I thought that they should have still been on the team. Like, why did they take one and not the other?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Wuskin, at the beginning of the season, in season 1, really good. Wuskins was great. Like, he was really good at MW.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get why he.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Anyway.
Hey, but look, you never know. Maybe he's going to be cracked out of his mind at Dub 2.
I hope we get some roster announcements, so next week we can really dive into it.
Yeah, me too. But I'm pretty sure that's literally it at the moment for CDL. I mean, I'm also interested to see what Florida comes out with as well. I'm on the lookout for them, because I want to see what comes up. Awakening, Skies.
They've been dropping some bait too on the timeline.
Exactly.
Have you seen that?
No.
They've been dropping some bait on the timeline.
I haven't seen anything, unfortunately, but I need to do a deep dive.
Skies did like Flex Skies or something, like tweeted it. Neptune has been tweeting all kinds of like GIFs and stuff like that. And then Awakening said like SMG Awakening or something like that.
Oh,
and people
okay.
are like bait. And then Awakening replied and said, I wish it was, but I don't know. Who knows?
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm very excited because so far it's been thrilling to like keep up with and see all the changes and stuff. So it's been really good. I'm very I'm nervous but excited to see where everyone ends up because like it makes me nervous for some of the players. Like I have definitely I've grown attached to like literally every single player in our league. So it's
it's one of those things. It's like you're happy for people but you're sad for other people.
I'm sad that Formal's
that's what I mean. Like it's just weird, isn't it?
I am really sad, but there you go. We will obviously talk next week. There will be more.
Made it this far. Post maybe some team predictions down in the comment section. Have some fun with it. Come up with what you think is going to happen. Love to read it.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
If you're on Spotify, just say it out loud.
Just yell it.
They're just in their car. They're just in their car right now. Just
from the rooftops. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to move on swiftly to Halo because an announcement came out the other week that they have announced their team partners part of HCS. Obviously, these teams get exclusive kind of things within
in-game
the
content at the launch,
so like skins, etc., all that sort of stuff. I don't know the nitty gritty of it.
Nor do I.
But all I know is that they are exclusive partners, and it was quite the process to, I think, get accepted as a partner. It's been something that's happened in the works as well. But the partners are Cloud9, NVE United, FaZe, Fnatic, G2 Esports, Natus Vincere, Sentinels, and Space Station Gaming. So some
Navi.
pretty big names up on there.
I mean, I'd say it's like
Halo.
I think that's like basically all the top names in esports, basically.
Reading that list,
there are more, don't get me wrong, but
reading that list, give me your first reaction based on like the names that are up there, the fact that like this is the new games coming out, like seeing that. Did you watch the video that came with it as well?
It was sick.
It's really lovely.
Have we done a podcast since the launch date? I think we did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. First initial impressions, I'm just excited. I think that we have not yet on HCS been given a fair shot. And what I mean by that is, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because obviously I'm super grateful for what we've had, like in Halo 5, the amount of money that went into it. But like the amount of money that went into it was like, it was awesome for most players, some players, but then there was just no like longevity to it. It was like orgs coming in and out, and no roadmaps announced. Like, you compete for 3 months and then you don't know what you're doing for the next 6 months, and all this kind of stuff. So I feel like they've already announced they have a 1-year roadmap planned, and these teams coming in,
it's organized.
These teams coming in just tell me like, okay, like we got like we're gonna try to be the real deal now, because before it didn't feel that way. Before it just felt all over the place, and I couldn't tell you what we were doing, what was going on, what people were thinking. No offense, but that's just, that's me. Where now I feel like, okay, like we're really gonna give this a shot.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So I'm excited. Good luck to all the teams. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be really fun. There's something crazy.
You know how many views their video got?
How many?
It's been out. How many days has it been out? A couple days.
Yeah, a couple days.
Couple days.
700,000
views on that Twitter video.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild. That's yeah. I mean,
sheesh. Halo's just one of those games, doesn't it? Where like people want Halo to be successful.
It's an OG FPS game.
Yeah, people want it to be successful, and people want it to. I think most people root for it to do well. In terms of the esports side and just the game in general. I don't think most games put out a video of just announcing like teams and not even rosters, just like, hey, these guys are going to be in the like, and it's granted like it's probably a little bit easier to get a lot of views like that because you have so many tagged top esports, to be fair, but still, I mean, almost 700,000. Granted, would you say almost 1 million views at 700,000 when you have 300,000 more to go? Yeah, I was gonna say, because I was thinking about like technically you're pretty far off still.
No,
but you're on the closer end to it.
700K out.
That's what I mean.
A lot. Yeah, I mean it's like,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what they need to do though now. They need to release a flight test or something.
Look, we're in September.
Yeah, my lord, game's coming out December 8th. They've already confirmed we're getting.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we haven't spoke about it since we haven't actually had a.
Did we not have a podcast?
No, because it
Since the
happened. No.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you were asking me?
That's what I said. Yeah, and you said, yeah, we did.
I thought you meant the flight test.
I thought we did.
No, we did. Did we?
Did we?
December 8th? I don't think we did.
I don't know.
I don't think we did. Anyway,
I really
December
don't remember.
8th is
I think
the
we
date.
did. I think we did.
I don't think we had.
I think we did. I remember being like, yeah, I'm really excited, you know.
Can't even remember.
But maybe I just had that in my head. I really don't know.
I don't remember what I had for bloody lunch yesterday, let alone that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, December 8th.
Coming soon.
Definitely coming soon. Look, they were definitely right when they said holiday season 2021. So that's happened. So now we have a date. We now have a countdown. Like, you know, it's something that we can all look forward to. And we do know for one thing that a flight test will be coming at some point in between those dates. I hope it's soon.
Because Halo is down so bad.
Yeah, I hope it's soon. Because I think a lot of people are eager. I think the hype is real. But I also, to be perfectly honest, if I was going to predict, they're definitely gearing up for it. I mean, they're bringing out announcements.
Yeah,
they're bringing out announcements.
Well, we know it's happening
Things
no matter
are happening.
what.
It's like, you know, I think the fact that they brought out the date already as well, kind of spontaneously almost as well, you know, I think... What's wrong?
It's just like, I'm not going to give them credit for like announcing their release date.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like... I think things
it wasn't very
spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
I thought it was really spontaneous.
No, they waited until like the last minute.
No, that's what I mean. But I mean, it was like, I feel like it wasn't just like, it was spontaneous in the fact that literally one day they were like, oh, we're announcing the date today. And I was like,
no, everyone knew it was coming.
No, I know, because the drop, like somebody leaked it.
No. People thought the entire time this was like their last chance to announce the title or it was going to get delayed again. That was everyone's prediction. Like, if they don't announce it at, what's the thing? Gamescom, it's going to get delayed again. And then it wasn't there day one, so everyone was freaking out because it was like, holy shit, it's about to get it's going to get delayed again. And then that's when it got leaked that they were doing a presentation with it. Like, and people were like, oh, okay,
that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. I feel like, I know it got leaked, but that's what I'm saying. I felt like it was spontaneous from them to be like, we're just going to throw a date out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Like, it wasn't like months and before they were like, on this date at Gamescom or whatever it was,
right.
you will know when it's coming
right
out. Like
that.
it was, I felt like it was like, I woke up one morning, it was like, by the way, they might be revealing the actual date today, and I was like, oh, okay.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was like not
you.
planned. It was more like, well, guys, we've got a week and we better put something together because the community are going to be really annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, type of thing. You know what I mean? So I just felt like it came out of nowhere.
I agree.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, after you explain it, I got you now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt anyway. I mean, that could honestly just, the fact that I think it's spontaneous could be down to lack of Twitter scrolling, because I am terrible at scrolling the homepage.
No, it's spontaneous. It was people had no idea. People had no idea.
So yeah, but I mean, I'm very excited for the flight test. I'm very excited to play this one. I didn't get a chance to play the last one, which I'm really sad about. But I watched a lot of it. It was actually right in the middle of me working.
It was during a major, so
yeah, it was literally impossible for me to do it. But I tell you what, it was yeah, it's pretty incredible to watch. I'm really excited about what this next one will bring, because obviously there wasn't a huge amount of like I would say like like structure to it, like consistency. Like there was like it was just kind of plain.
The last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for spots.
It was something. It was something. Like, I would love to see some maps. I would love to, like, because I think with the maps especially, like, if we can see some map structure and see what they're like, you giving the feedback is great. Like, please.
Yeah.
Like, because I know there's going to be ones in there that are going to suck.
That's why I think we're going to...
Like, you already know that. Everyone knows that. It always happens.
That's why I think we're going to get it sooner rather than later.
Not just with Halo, but with everything. There's always going to be maps that people like hate. Like, I mean, let's be honest. CDL. Let's just talk about it real quick. I mean, Cold War. Not great maps, some of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not great, some of them. Like, that's just a fact.
It's just normal of any game.
Some of them are great.
You're not
some of them I love.
Some
of them, you know. But that just happens with everything, because it's just not always going to be for pure esports or competition. But it's good to have the feedback, you know.
Halo's a little bit in a bad spot, but we'll see.
Stop being so negative.
Just in terms of the maps.
Like, well, you don't know. You haven't seen any of them.
The 3 we had were really bad, and I haven't heard that. I think the rumor is
that's what I'm saying.
The rumor is that there's not going to be
getting some more.
I know, but but let me say why we're in a bad spot, because we've seen 3, right? Mm-hmm. And the rumor is there isn't going to be a whole lot at launch, which is why I said we're in on the conversation of maps. You're in a bad spot.
I see.
And then You get the point. I'm
Yeah,
not trying to
I
be
do.
negative. I'm just saying what's going on, what's happening. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see.
I don't. I'm at the. This is how broken down I am for competing.
It's a broken man.
I'm
everyone.
ready to like. I will literally play any map you put me on at this point. I'm stuck. I have to do it. I don't have an option. So like, I can sit here and critique and be like, "Oh, the map's gonna be bad," but guess
You'd
who?
even play Pit CTF?
Yeah, I would, and I did. I did. And every single time, I wanted to headbutt my monitor. It's just that's what I'm saying.
Thank you. I understand that. Do you have anything else to cover on Halo right now?
No, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
It doesn't sound like he is when he talks about it, but he is.
No,
But
because
he's nervous. That's all.
no, I'm not. I'm nervous.
You are
well,
definitely
okay.
nervous.
Well, I'm nervous because
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous for a good reason. Like, you know, who knows with their maps? I don't think the game was supposed to come out in December, and I think we're gonna have an event. We find out this month when our event is, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get an event shortly into, like, literally within a week or 2 weeks of the game. Like,
Yeah.
it has to be. I've already talked about this. The timeline. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't know whether it'll get delayed or canceled or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't love that because I want to play well, and it's the first time competing in a new game, and I have to go and I say potentially because who knows, but you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. It's stressful.
It's okay,
stressful.
babe.
It's stressful when you don't have
I'll
time to
bring
practice.
you a lot of coffee and a lot of food. You don't have
I
to move
appreciate
from
it.
down here, okay?
I appreciate it.
But I tell you what, I am I'm very excited.
I am excited.
Very
because
excited.
On
I
the,
love Halo.
On the
I'm
esports
so
side of it,
excited.
like starting January, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm just stressed. Even in January, I'll be stressed too. But you know what I mean.
It's okay, but a good kind of stress.
Yeah, exactly.
A fun kind of stressed. If there is a
Yeah,
fun
kind of
stress.
I guess. I don't know.
I tell you what, though, the video that they put out announcing the
Sick.
teams was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that. The graphics were amazing. The way it was
Agreed.
done was just stunning. So that was really cool to
and
see.
they've been doing a lot of cool
Yeah, they have.
tweets and content, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I hope we just keep it going. You know,
yeah,
that's
they
all.
have been doing some great stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I hope we're on the upward trend of doing it, you know, and I'll feel really, really great
I
if we
think
can.
Visually as well, from what we saw, the game looks gorgeous. You know, especially at Gamescom.
Yeah,
looking at
like the
campaign and stuff,
customization.
stunning.
Yeah, and the customization.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the customization, but
Yeah, I gotta say,
Other
like, it
people
just
feel
looked,
like weird
it just
about
looked
it.
gorgeous. The limited edition Xbox and controller really sick as well.
meh.
Anniversary, I think they're gorgeous. I love them. I think they're
Nah,
really cool.
you know what took it away from me?
Well, I thought-
you know
I thought-
why
I
I
thought it
don't
was a
like
battle
it?
royale.
No, yeah. So you know why I don't like
I
that?
thought the Xbox was a battle royale.
You know why I don't like the controller or the
Mm.
Xbox? I actually do because they are cool,
Yeah.
but I don't because I 100% thought it was a battle royale
Yeah, no.
getting
same.
announced.
So did I.
And I mean, we were on the gym.
I was
Like,
screaming. I was
we have a
screaming.
home gym.
I thought they were about to go, where are we dropping? And I was
Yeah.
going to be like,
Is that what you?
fuck. I actually nearly
You
fell.
fell over?
I actually nearly fell. Yeah, I would have freaked out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
But
joking.
not really excited nonetheless. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun, and it feels like, you
I'm
know,
still praying. Still praying for a battle royale, please.
I think eventually. But anyway, I think we're both really excited for it.
Yeah, I think nonetheless it's going to be gorgeous. It's something new, it's something fun. I'm sure they're going to work
Just to
really
start it.
hard on it when it
Mhm.
comes out as well. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes and adaptations to it and feedback coming through. Like, they're very, very community driven, which I think is great. And it's another thing I love about Halo. And yeah, it's just something new. I'm really, really excited. So I cannot wait for it to come out.
Yeah, me
I
too.
really, really
I'm
can't.
excited. Just feels like the start. You know,
It does.
people forget we've been
Oh,
sitting here for like 2 years. You know what I mean? So I'm just excited for the next thing. And then I
I
thought
know.
about it, I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
What year is it?
Well, speaking of new
Oh my
things
God.
and next things, it's just good.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just going to drop a little plug in here.
Go ahead.
I'm going to start streaming soon, folks.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a while, but I actually am, like, legit going to
Yeah.
start streaming, like, this month. So just to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing that. It's not going to be anything, like, kind of serious or crazy or, like, a genuine schedule or
12-hour
regimen
streams
or
a day.
anything. No, it's going to be more for fun. I've never done it before. I'm a little
I'll
nervous.
tell you what, you might have to take over. I think I'm done streaming until December.
What? No, you're not. It's just you couldn't get a game today on
Yeah.
matchmaking.
Try to play
but
Halo, then you couldn't get a game. I'm excited for you to stream though.
you stream your Elgato capture card.
Yeah.
Gone. I'm done.
It's insane. I'm excited for you to
so,
stream though. It's gonna be
yeah,
fun.
I will be doing dual streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lots of things that are going going to be really exciting and happening. And yeah, I'm just going to try it. Why not? I think, you know, I really enjoy every time I'm in your chat and stuff. I really enjoy, you know, your community.
Yeah, well,
I think everyone's so lovely. Like,
I was gonna say,
community
you know the people will come through,
yeah,
you know, and say hi and everything.
I'm excited to do that. And I'm just going to play whatever the hell I want. So I love like my spare time stuff away from work. You know, obviously I do play the games that I usually host or do some broadcasting for. Like, obviously, like, love them. Like, dream. Like, you know that sometimes I can't even get off. Like, I just want to keep going. But things that I do in my spare time when I'm not working as well is like a lot of RPG games. Like, I absolutely adore RPG games, open world games. Like, that's my kind of jam. So it's going to be like a weird like little mix of whatever the hell I feel like on the day.
If you streamed your Assassin's Creed grind, you would have had more hours on Twitch than me in like a week than like my entire like 2 months.
Dude,
of the past
I lost
streaming.
so many days of my life playing that game so far. Like, I don't know where those days went.
It's your off season. It's all right. You know, we just
like,
got to get
like when you realize that you haven't showered in 4 days.
Okay, that's a lie. You're just a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Don't lie to the people. Don't cap.
No. It got no. To be fair though, like when I'm playing though, it got to a point where I would be sitting there playing, going, I really should go shower now.
Yeah.
Like, it has been like 2 days. Like, I look at myself and I'm like, I am shining because my skin is so greasy
haven't
from
left
like
the room. It was so funny.
Not leaving the room.
We'd like eat dinner, and then like she would, as soon as, because like
I'd be down there like tapping my foot, trying to like eat
you know,
quickly.
she doesn't. You game like an okay amount, but like, you know, when you find a game, especially like it's your off season, you know what I mean? So like when she found a game she loves, I'm like, go play, you know what I mean? So like we would eat dinner. And she would literally be like halfway. By the time I'm done eating, she'd be like halfway up the stairs already. Like, bye, babe. See you tomorrow.
I help it. I just love it. I really
awesome.
get sucked in. They do a great job.
It's a good thing.
Shower Ubisoft, fantastic game. Love it. Definitely gonna crawl my way through some of the other Assassin's Creeds too. But I just
did you beat it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just wondering.
I've got a lot of hours on it though, but no, I have not. I like to take my sweet time and enjoy every crevice, every corner, under every rock
every, like,
of this
quest
game.
And,
yeah, I
like
do.
side
I
quests
love
and
them
all stuff.
Well, I like to do a lot of side quests during it because I feel like it gives you some of it. Can I just for a minute talk about Assassin's Creed? I love it so much. I love this game because it isn't just super separate from side missions and stuff. You have like a wonderful organization tool in the game where it tracks like your quests, but it's a lot more different from other games, I feel like, where they track all of your quests and what you need to do, because a lot of quests tie into other quests in different sections of your tracker, and it's just like really interesting. So like, in order to progress in certain parts of the story, you need to have a background in another side quest or a previous mission, and there's just so much to do, and I love that. I love the grind of it. I love the organization part of it. I love, like, I don't know, it's just really beautifully written too. Like, I cried in it already. I've cried. I am badass. Like, I'm sick. I chose the woman, by the way, if anyone else has played Odyssey. I absolutely freaking love her. She's amazing. So I don't know, just a great game.
Would you say you love it?
I love it. I would definitely say it's like part. It's definitely par and par with Witcher 3.
Yeah, because you love The Witcher.
I love The Witcher.
I'm joking. Anytime I give you a hard time about it, you know I'm only joking because I tell you to go play it all the time because I love seeing you excited.
Cassandra is
loving a new game.
Thank you.
I wish I could get into like those kind of games, but it's just not programmed that way.
I just feel like you've never given it a fair chance. Like, I'm not joking.
You know
if you literally played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I think you'd be like, yeah, this is actually amazing. Like, I promise you, it's so worth it.
I've liked like watching them. Like, we would watch like.
It's different when you play. Like, you are the person.
No, but I liked watching them. But like when I play it, I don't know.
Have you what was the last FPS game you ever like gave a real chance to?
FPS?
Sorry, RPG game that you gave a real chance to. I mean, like, actually like sat down and went to play it.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think
I'm trying to think of like what I've played Assassin's Creed.
What Assassin's Creed did you play?
It was a long time ago.
Exactly. Okay, so
yeah, maybe I like it now.
You know what was absolutely amazing that I think you might like? Horizon Zero Dawn was really good.
Yeah, maybe.
And there's a number 2 out as well. Far Cry is fantastic as well. I mean, have you ever played Fallout before? Fallout?
No, but like I've watched people play it and I just don't like.
How? They're incredible.
Because I have a problem.
Yeah.
And
you know, like looting and stuff like that, and like
competition.
Crafting and.
It's called competition.
It is.
I am programmed.
Though.
No, I am programmed.
Well, I'll tell you, you'd like Odyssey because there are mercenaries on it that literally come to fucking fight with you. Oh, excuse my language.
Gee, you've cursed a couple times on it. You have cursed a couple times.
No, I haven't.
You did.
When? What did I say? Bloody?
I'm not saying that.
I'm
not saying what you said.
No, I've
when
only
you almost fell.
I went. Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse
me.
my
language.
Guys.
I think you said something else too.
Apparently, like what?
I can't tell. I'm not repeating.
I have a potty mouth today. But you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I get
it's
you.
like there are challenges and stuff. It's
you
really
know how
cool.
I know I just don't think I'd like him is because I tried playing Doom and I really like Doom, but at the same time,
it's not Doom.
No,
it's nothing to.
Like,
I
know,
it's
but
not
Doom
the same
is like
at all.
my style. Like Doom is like it's a story mode game, but it's an FPS. So I was like, oh, I will like this.
But
and
so it's Fallout.
And I do.
Fallout's really good.
No,
like
but
that.
listen, but I did like it, but something happened. I just couldn't bring myself to keep playing it.
Yeah, but Fallout
that's
is different.
my problem.
Fallout is different. It's not samey.
I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I gotta try it one day.
I think you should, honestly. Like I think you should try like one of the ones that I play. Like I'll let you know when something is really good. And then I think you should give it a little bit of a shot. Like once I've played it, so you don't have to like buy it and then waste the game.
That's a good idea.
You know, I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey would be a really good start for you.
Let me know when you're done.
And also, it's a history lesson. Very good.
Cool.
About ancient Greece.
I'll have to check
Incredible.
it out. I only have like a little bit to try
Atlantis.
it.
Right now I'm trying to save Atlantis.
I only have a little bit to try it, so got to do it soon.
That is true, actually.
Because otherwise,
that is
I'm going away.
Anyway, that's enough about my RPG games, but they're fantastic. I blooming love them.
Are we rating the coffee today?
Also, let me know any RPG games I haven't played, even though you might not know if I have or haven't played, but if any are
what's
your
favorite?
favorites.
Basically, what's your favorite RPG
what's your favorite? Just let me know because I want to see what's coming next for me. What were you going to say? Rate the coffee?
Are we rating the coffee today?
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too. But I feel like it's just because, like I said, for me, it's just the foam, the pumpkin cold brew.
10 out of 10 foam.
Is that what it's called?
8 out of
Pumpkin
10 coffee.
Cold brew?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 foam, 8 out of 10 coffee.
Yep. Same
that
for me.
makes any sense.
Same for me.
Yeah. Love it. Folks, that's going to do it for today. We're going to be on your screens, in your ears next week as per usual. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Let us know what you think of everything we talked about today, whether it is CDL, whether it is Halo, whether it is RPG games, and whether it is coffee. Let us know any coffees that you want us to try so we can go buy them, get them on the podcast for you, and give you a little shout out as well if you told us to go try it too. But that's about it, Peach. Isn't it?
Yeah. Love you all.
Say goodbye to
Love you all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Post those things down in the description below. What LVP just said, I don't got to repeat it to you because I've already said it 6 times to post below. But no, we do, like I always say, we appreciate it. I love reading it. You know, you guys know it. I'm in the comment section all the time. We both are. Yeah. So, yeah.
And we love you guys. Thank you so much. Catch you next week. And as always, stay on the grind.